Hi, today's lesson is about adding and subtracting decimals. Now we normally use decimals every day when we use money, when we use pounds and pence. So this week we're going to be looking at using money, making budgets, buying and selling, and being able to make a profit or be able to work within a budget. So what we're going to need to do for our first lesson this week is to learn how to add and subtract decimals properly. Now, we've been looking at place value, we've been looking at hundreds, tens and units, all right? And if you use that knowledge that you've gained from doing place value, you will be able to add and subtract decimals. As long as you stay in the same column, you should be able to complete the task. So, for example, if we had the question which was £1.60 add £2.10, we can see we've got £1.60, all right, the £1, all right, and 60p. So 60p, if we added 40 to it, would equal a pound. Okay, so if we look at it as tens and units, this here would be our hundreds column. Okay, this would be our tens column, and this would be our units column. And as long as we stick to the columns, we'll be able to work the problem out. So if we're adding here, we would be adding £1.60 add £2.10. Don't forget to put the plus sign in to remember what operation you're using. Now when we use money, we also need to put a decimal point in, and this has to be kept in here, all right? And that splits the pounds from the pence, all right? And as I said, if you added 40 to 60, we would get 100, and 100 pennies equals a pound, so then it would shift over to this column here, okay? So the decimal point splits the pounds from the pence. Now if we remember from our place value work, we know we do the units first, and we always start on the right hand side. 0 add 0 is 0, 6 add 1 is 7, put my decimal point in, and 1 add 2 is 3. So when we use in money, £1.60 plus £2.10 equals £3.70. And to make it quite clear, we need to remember to put in the symbols to remind us it is £3.70. Okay? Now we need to do exactly the same thing when we subtract a number. So we could do the same, and we could do £2.50. So £2.50p subtract, okay, £1, and we'll have £1.20. So again, we split up our columns, and we have the £2.50. Remember now, the bigger number always goes on top. So for example, we've got £2.50. We might have gone to the shops and we spent £1.20. We then need to work out how much money is left over. Okay, so again we subtract. Remember to put the symbol in so you remember what operation you were doing. 0 take away 0 is 0. 5 take away 2, so if you've got 5, we take away 2, we're left with 3. And then if we've got 2 take away 1, we're left with 1. So if I was to spend £1.20 in the shop, I would come home with £1.30. Remember to use your columns. Remember to put the decimal points in and put the symbols in from pounds and pence. Good luck.